Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and welcome to another episode of the EPL Index Transfer Daily. Ladies and gents, it kicked off for a lot of people yesterday, didn't it, in terms of teams doing things. However, so it should, because it's Tuesday, the 27th of August. That window, as we know, does slam shut on Friday, the 30th at 11 p.m. So there is plenty for things, well, for various clubs to do, plenty of things for them to do. And we might as well start with the club that's done nothing in terms of incoming so far, Liverpool, because yesterday, Marmadashvili, the Georgian goalkeeper, even though it looks like they won't be signing him for a year or so, he did have his medical, so that's expected to be sort of confirmed possibly any time. I think he'd be astonished if that doesn't go through now. And then late last night, Fabrizio Romano dropped it, Paul Joyce others confirmed it. Liverpool are considering Federico Chiesa as an option. To the Juventus winger, out of favour there, available for what might potentially be a bargain price, suggested somewhere around the £12 million mark, which is a lot of money in the real world, but in football terms, doesn't really equate to many Premiership players, does it, nowadays? So we will have to see what happens there, but a lot of traction in the Liverpool area that way. Tyler Morton, also one of their players, might be going on loan to Bayer Leverkusen, according to Paul Joyce, so a lot to keep an eye on with Liverpool. There's always a lot to keep an eye on with Chelsea. As per various reports, Raheem Sterling is open to going on loan to somewhere like Manchester United. However, he does want to resolve his contract situation. He does have 3 years left on a 300 grand a week plus deal, so we'll have to see what happens there as well. Eddie Nketiah, the move to Nottingham Forest fell through, but it's fully expected that a Crystal Palace transfer will be completed soon. Somewhere around 30 million all in, suggestions of 25 plus 5 million add-ons. Looking at the reports here, so I think many people expect that move to go through at the same time. And also even interesting moves like Matheus Nunes, well out of favour at City, it seems, well down the pecking order, especially since Gundogan's come back in and a season-long loan move to Atletico Madrid has been mooted by David Ornstein, so we'll have to see that. Mark Gay, that's been dragging on, hasn't it? And on and on and on. The Mail and a few others had last night, the Newcastle and Palace are now close to agreeing this. It is now or never for Mark Gay. This is, say ridiculous. I shouldn't say that about transfers, but it's been dragging on so long. It really has. They need to get that sorted, both clubs, one way or another. And reports that, as it came for Sky Sports, back to Liverpool, Crystal Palace are interested in Joe Gomez. That came out of Sky Sports, didn't it? If the Gay move does get completed. Victor Osimhen, the iNews still has it that still would prefer Chelsea over the rumoured move to Saudi, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. We also mentioned there, didn't we, about Crystal Palace? Well, they may be prepared to send Odsonne Edouard back to Celtic, according to various reports. So that's another one to keep an eye on going forward. Forest aren't having much luck. Nketiah didn't go through. The Telegraph says that the £30 million move for Santiago Jimenez, the Feyenoord Mexican striker, has fallen through. So it looked at one stage, they have bids on the table for both. And now it looks like it might be 0 for 2 for Forest. So we will see what they do. A lot of clubs apparently interested in James Ward-Prowse. He's only been there a year, but apparently he's fallen out of favour. Various reports I'm looking at here, so that's also one to keep an eye on. Other moves, Newcastle have renewed their attempts, according to The Guardian and various other outlets, for James Trafford. That was one right back at the start of the window before their PSR issues, wasn't it? Right back to the beginning, and now it might be right at the end. They see that through. Fascinating. Napoli still expected to complete a move for Billy Gilmore, interestingly. That's even though Scott McTominay looks like he is set to sign as well. So it looks like a couple of Scottish midfielders are moving there. Kingsley Coman as well, being touted around Europe, ladies and gents, by Bayern Munich. They're looking to sort of send him out, whether it's perm or loan. And apparently Premier League clubs are interested. So we will see what happens there. There is just so much going on. And in a good way, we are right at the death in the window. So there will be rumours galore, various stories. But importantly, some of them will have truth and talking points, won't they? So we will see what happens. 3 days to go, ladies and gents. Friday the 30th of August at 11 p.m, that window slams shut. But on Tuesday the 27th of August, that was your EPL Index Transfer Daily.